Hi everyone, today's video's gonna have a little bit of a strange start. Let me show you. One of my viewers has sent me some condoms. Let me explain. Many of you will know that I have a famous dad. My dad used to play for LFC and he was pretty successful, to be fair. So I've grown up living, not me directly, but I've grown up having to deal with attention from outside of family and fame. It's not been easy. There was one scenario, I remember very, very well, that I got beaten up and jumped by about 20 lads in Southport just because I was the son of a footballer. So people always go after fame, they always go after this ability to be liked and people adoring you. It's not good. I was honest, it comes with some big downsides. To be honest, it was probably one of the best things that I ever did, was to step away from the football and do something of my own accord. And it does honestly make me really proud that I do now get recognised. We'll go on to this in a second. I get recognised for the work that I do as a driving instructor, whether it be in my local area training instructors, or whether it be national and internationally for the work that I do on driver education on my YouTube channel. So it's a bit strange really. I've gone from limelight to still limelight but less so with my football career, stepped away from football into anonymity. And then I've set up this YouTube channel which draws more attention. Even the other day, whether this is a good moment or a bad moment, I was doing some instructor training and some guy was walking his kids on the pavement on the left. I was sat in this left seat, window down, and he said, "Oh, Ashley, I watch you on TikTok." Wow, even TikTok now, I can't get away from it. So I've always got to be on my best behaviour. I think everyone knows that there's a little bit of devilment in me. I was a little shit as a kid, to be fair. Even as a footballer, I'd be quite confrontational. I'd always be looking to cause issues and upset my centre forward that I was looking after. But that was just me, and it is just me. But it's not me now. I've learnt, as you've probably all seen, a transformation even within my road manners. Although it still needs work, there's been a transformation in my road manners to make things a non-event and diffuse and do the correct things. So back to the condoms. How does this fit in with everything that I've been explaining about? Well, I've been sent this little gift off someone who has been harassing myself and my wife and the driving school, things that aren't connected to necessarily YouTube. It's not a big deal. I can easily deal with this individual, as I'll explain in a moment. But unfortunately, having the little bit of, I'm not even going to call it fame. No, I don't see it like that. With me being a little bit recognisable with the YouTube presence that I've got, it will draw certain people. And this harassment started from me advertising some VPN services that this individual obviously didn't like. There's been loads of comments left on the driving school Facebook page by this individual or from many different accounts, but they're all from this particular individual. That's not a big deal, but the driving school, it's not a representation of what I do on here totally. Spam comments on Facebook posts are effectively a drop in the ocean. It's not a big deal, but this individual has left reviews, poor reviews. We've got them taken down. There's been even recently some let's just get through here. No, knew that was going to happen. As always, if I need to concentrate out on that, I will do. Yeah, so there's been even recently some videos that I've made, I've had privacy complaints put against them. Now, one of the videos, yes, it was a privacy complaint. It was the one with the standoff with the Range Rover. Nothing came of that, by the way. YouTube didn't do a thing about it. But I've had another one recently that I know that it's this same individual again, and it was of my drive with Simon, one of my viewers who I do the podcast with. It was when I went to have a go at his Kia EV6, and there's only two people in the video, myself and Simon. I know Simon's not going to put a privacy complaint against the video that he's agreed to do. Again, nothing's done, but this particular individual just seems to be trying to find any little which way just to cause issues, and it's quite sad that people have that little of a life, if I was honest, to obsess and just do their utmost all the time just to cause hassle for other people. What else has gone on? Apart from the condoms, which probably could have done with many years ago. Having 4 boys, probably could have done with a few more of them a little earlier on in my life, but no, absolutely not. I love all my boys to bits, I love my family. But what else has happened? What else has gone on? During the back end of COVID, this same individual, he tried to gain access to my national health information, and he must have found something, because I think that's how he sent these condoms through maybe a sexual health clinic or something, which is quite amusing. He's also sent me COVID tests. There's been plenty of things through the NHS, and I've got plenty of reports. Oh, access to your NHS account, fill in this code. So I know it's going on all the time. But I just thought I'd just let people know about this. This does serve a little bit of a warning to this particular individual as well. But it also lets other people know what people who do have a little bit of online status have to go through. What about Eddie Hall recently? Did you see that situation where people were outside of his house filming, and it's not someone who even I would probably mess with, would be Eddie. But I understand his reaction. He's a family man just like myself, and if anyone tries to have a go at his family, I can understand what he did, and I'd be exactly the same. So this does draw people with very strange mindsets sometimes. But the thing is, this individual hasn't been clever at all about it. I've found out so much information. I know his full name. His first name's Michael. That's all I'm going to give. But I know his middle name, I know his last name, I know his date of birth, I know where he lives. I've got pictures of him, I've got pictures of his family members, I've got pictures of his pets, I've got every single email address that he's ever tried to do anything with towards myself. So, like I said, he's harmless. However, it does make you do certain things. One of the reasons why we got Callie, our Cane Corso, or Cane Corso as some people pronounce it. I used to, until a few people corrected me on it. It's one of the reasons why we got Callie. Although Callie's not that type of dog in nature, Callie is going through some training at the moment, and it's not just obedience training. So there's a little bit of protection from that. What else have we got to do? Well, we've got to have cameras all the way around the house. We've got a national company dealing with that we do get protection 24 hours a day. But unfortunately, this is another aspect to it, that we thought about doing certain things over the years, but because we run the driving school from our home address does have to be on Google. So a lot of people say, oh, you've just doxed yourself and people know where you live. Unfortunately, that's just one of the things that I've got to deal with. But we get people turning up at the house. I had one guy recently who knocked on the door, pretended to ask for driving lessons, and then proceeded to ask me for a photo. Have a look at this. But I'll have to, like I said, I'm sorry, but this is a home address. All right?
Sorry for
just,
that.
Just email, all right?
Okay, can I take a photograph with you?
No. So the whole situation is less than ideal. Me and my missus have thought about buying another property. We've thought about buying a business property in the city of Liverpool and running everything from there. But unfortunately, people would still know where we live. So I have passed all this information on to the police. There's nothing that's gone on yet that has broken any laws for the police to get involved, but the case for harassment is building. So that's a warning for you, Michael, and you know that already. I've told you exactly that. I think Michael did get back at one point and apologise and said that he's got mental health issues. Well, I understand that also, but that doesn't mean I'm not going to do my utmost to protect myself and my family. But the attention, if it's done in the correct way, is not a problem. But when it's bordering on harassment, there is times where you do have to do something about it. So this goes back to one of my old phrases. It's nice to be nice. What do you think, Michael? Keep safe, everyone. I'll see you soon.